passengers has been approximately 25 years ago when I had an engine failure.
Come with me to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. This is the tale of how I thought booking an all-inclusive I visited before would mean a stress-free break. I couldn't be more wrong. More on that utter carnage later in the vlog. I've been agonising over what to write for the voiceover to this vlog. Then I remembered that 97% of my viewers are strangers on the internet who do not give a toss about me. Should that stop you from filming vlogs of your experiences? Should it heck? Pick up a camera or your phone, screw the quality at this stage and hit record. You know, I was a kid, and I'm not sure whether this was a strictly 90s kid experience, but every family holiday would be captured with one of those clunky early 2000s camcorders. And despite the inevitable falling outs and family dramas behind the scenes, you'd be buzzing to get home, develop your photos and video, sit down together and rewatch the happy memories. Anyway, if you're new here, I'm Demi, and on my itsy bitsy corner of YouTube, we explore everything from mindset and business to creativity, travel, and the day-to-day life of a writer. And today, we're vlogging, baby. P.S. If you're a returning subscriber, buongiorno, friend. Thank you for supporting my endeavours on the internet. Or an extra loving Italian greeting that is no doubt butchering the Italian language, go ahead and hit subscribe. So, a bit of context for the first stop on what I referred to as the world tour. It's nothing of the sort, by the way, but I can't get the Justin Timberlake meme out of my head. For over the next 4 or 5 vlogs, I'm going to take you to the Caribbean, London, New York, and Italy. Prob's a good point to mention, I am a travel journalist. Although I am very excited to share my upcoming New York vlogs with you, as these were for advertising week as a copywriter and creative for Meta. But for now, we're in the roasty toasty, apparently as hot as grease according to my mum, Punta Cana, a slice of heaven tucked away on the eastern shores of the Dominican Republic. I'm going to shut up for a minute. Over to me in the past, no doubt chatting even more crap you don't care about, but enjoy those views. Okay, so it's the first morning here in Punta Cana, which is absolutely beautiful. I didn't record much yesterday because we were both absolutely whacked, and there was a most amazing thunderstorm this morning. So it's a little bit wet, it's a little bit cloudy, but it's not going to stop us because it's so humid. Prepare for Monica Geller hair. There's nothing I can do about this, so let's go. So just experienced a all-inclusive buffet, but the food looks amazing, so I'll let you know how it goes. Apparently my phone is waterproof, so I'm just going to trust it, but I'll get to the beach. I have a raging hangover, I won't lie, but that's what you get when you've got all-inclusive alcohol, but I'd rather be hungover on a Monday here, so I'm just trying to wade that I don't think there's many jellyfish, but I'm definitely sure there is jellyfish somewhere. And it's not that I'm like anti-jellyfish, I think it's the autism. I don't like it when they touch me. I'm a bit like, what's the point of jellyfish, which sounds really cool, but they just like blob. I don't like it, so it's a bit seaweedy today. I literally saw somebody complain on TripAdvisor about it being too seaweedy, and I'm like, okay, what do you want them to do about that? Literally ask the sea to stop seaweeding. I'm gonna shut up now and like enjoy myself. like day 3 and I have been bitten to death. I think they're called sandflies, but they think I'm juicy. So I am like hurting. I also feel really like shaky. I've convinced myself I've got like a fever and I'm gonna die. But at least I'm dining in paradise, so today is a full day. Chances are I'm just still really hungover. I think today's a day where I need to do hair of the dog. It's a good angle. I'm on a personal getaway for this leg of travel, but it holds a special place in my heart because it's where I came on my very first press trip back in 22. As someone who had A, never travelled for work, in fact rarely travelled as an adult human, B, travelled alone, never been on a girls trip ever, this was a wild experience. It knocked my socks off. Not literally, although you probably don't need socks all that much in the DR. It was a life-changing experience, and I honestly believe the Caribbean is a paradise on earth. One thing you should know about me, I don't know how to relax, ever. Having been furiously unwell sans hangover for week 1, I was determined to get the most out of week 2. Like a numpty though, I did not plan accordingly despite packing my entire life into a 24-inch suitcase. My routine was out of flux. I journaled a grand total of once, but managed to get through 3 books even though I brought what could only be described as an entire library. We're staying at TRS Turek, part of the Grand Palladium Hotel Group. The complex spans 4 hotels, TRS being its adults-only 5-star offering. The rate for 2 weeks of all-inclusive was pretty reasonable depending on your budget. Minus the flight, the hotel and food and drinks cost $1,500 per person, just under £110 per person per day. Apart from my press trip, I've never done all-inclusive before, and considering how much you'd spend on food and drinks each per day, I'd say this is an absolute steal when you factor in that suite as well. However, food-wise, all-inclusive isn't 100% my jam, but that's more because my autistic ass doesn't have the easiest time when it comes to food choices. But if you're not a pain in the butt like me, you have plenty of choice. Overall, this trip was a solid 7 out of 10, only losing points because, well, I exist. At least it was a 7 until this happened. Also, I'm just in a vlog, but I'm not talking to you. So I was going to do an end of my vlog, and I didn't do it earlier because I thought I looked like crap. But basically, here's the fun. I need to go through immigration. Effectively, we set off 5 hours ago, and we're back in Punta Cana. Engine failures, passengers keeling over. They're all okay, don't worry. And a load of other stuff. Basically, we're not going home. We're going until tomorrow night. So the saga continues. Oh, and I hoped my eardrum with an earbud, and so I'm like half deaf right now. I can't fix it, so it's a gift that keeps on giving this trip. Okay, I'm sorry, like I've been going through a head, but nobody knows what's going on. I'm not going to film anybody because everyone's stressed, but we're just kind of stranded here. It's like almost 10 o'clock at night. We have no idea where we're going to stay, not been fed, not been watered properly, nowhere shut. But at least we're safe. At least we're safe. I feel like that's the most important thing. I can't hear. I'm trying to vlog this, but I can't hear, so I'm going to try. Okay, so we're checked into this place called The Princess, and it's supposed to be 5-star. And now, don't get me wrong, kind of looks nice, right? Kind of looks nice. But there's something a little bit off about it. And I realised we realised, well, the shower has fallen through. Actually, I can't really complain because we're only here for like maybe a night, but we don't know when the flight's going to be. And it's currently 1:30 in the morning right now. We should have been landing in Gatwick, and we're not. And this place smells like it's just been renovated, but also like no one has stayed in here since pre-COVID. So, and there's no snacks and we haven't eaten. Actually, no, I had a Wendy's and like pizza once for like lunch. So I'm really happy I did that, but got a cool little to add to my collection. I've got 2 wristbands now. I'm part Terminator, so that's good. Oh gosh, I feel like this is the kind of thing where you just don't get. You can't be helped. It's better than, I guess, the plane blowing up. But at the same time, we just don't know when we're going to go home. We have no idea when the flight is. Kind of stuck here. Kind of want to go back to TRS. Kind of just don't want it anymore. Anyway, I'm going to get some sleep because I'm knackered. Okay, it is the day after tomorrow. It's the day after the whole event. Didn't sleep good. Everything felt a little bit damp and sticky, but my autism is just like right now. But we're fine. We're happy to be safe. These things happen. So we're going to head to the airport now. Head there early. Try and get into maybe one of the lounges and just start again. It's Groundhog Day. But yeah, it's all fine. I just not had this happen before. I feel really bad for like the crew and things because it's just so stressful. Imagine having to make that call, like we have to turn the plane around. Did she get off the plane? I got off the plane. Also, all things considered, I think I look quite cute. So this place has a Orwellian feel to it. It's so beautiful. I mean, look. But it's all kind of the same. Just this, like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of these white things, which they're not okay. You saw what maybe ours was just a one-off, but it's like never ending, and you won't be able to find your way out without the little golf carty things, or you'll get lost because it's just a maze. But I mean, there are absolutely worse places to be stranded, aren't there? Beautiful. I thought I'd be freezing my nips off right now in the UK, but take one more day of sun, I guess. Oh my god. There's peacocks. There's peacocks. There's peacocks. Wait, I don't want to scare them. Baby. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, it's babies. Oh my gosh. Look at those guys. I'd make a great David Attenborough, wouldn't I? Here we have the 2 majestic peacocks with their younglings. Oh my god. It's giving. It's like, wow. Oh. Babies, I won't harm you, I'll stay back. On second thoughts, they look like peacocks, but I don't think they are. Look how adorable they are. Oh my gosh. My bird categorization skills are small, but I'm just gonna go for a little walk with them. So cute. Chaos in flight was chaotic. Everyone looks absolutely miserable. Quite positive about us. Deciding between a taxi and whether we go on the main things we've done what any reasonable Brit does and drink the time away. So we've decided to order an Uber because the coach situation is too nuts, and maybe like this is something I'd recommend if you're not used to travelling and this sort of happens. Like most countries have like an Uber situation. I know obviously money is different for everybody, but I think it's about $30 or so for us to get from here to the airport rather than having to like wait and do the whole rigmarole. And obviously like I don't want to like call out the fact that, you know, ADHD, autistic, but like just the pressure of it all being around everybody is quite a lot after a while. So if you've got that situation, like I 100% recommend like just ask the question and fine. Sorry about that. I gained like a fanfare of children that stood around me like I was like, here we go. And move on. Attracting folks already. Quite hilarious. Look at that. I want a little Jeep. Like I want this to Spain. I'm gonna get this to Spain. And remind me to tell you all about Spain. Catch some mass rays. Tell you what I can get from this situation. So we're all ready to go, ready, everyone's waiting at the gate, and then it's late for like 40 minutes to boarding, and now it's delayed another hour and a half. So I'm ordering something to drink because I fucking need it. I mean, you can't even write this stuff. We are cancelled again. I'm sorry, plane. She doesn't want to go. I feel like I'm in like Joe Maguire. Brett's just going to go get bags. And then we're out of here. Around 3 tomorrow, I think. Okay. So we're at the hotel, we're at the Sheraton 4 Points, and I look shiny as hell, but, you know, mind it, I'm a bit sweaty. I feel like it's quite ironic. It's like the alphabet. Like, right, so maybe this vlog concludes, I mean, it's not concluding yet because we're not home, but maybe it concludes on the idea of, like, travel hacking, because there was another couple who went and booked here as well. And literally you come into the lobby and they have like the flight times. Because when I say it's round the corner, I mean it's round the corner. I mean you can't walk it because it's all kind of dual carriageways or like highways. But we got an Uber, we got here within 2 minutes. Everybody else is waiting for a coach. And this isn't to say like everybody else is like, I saw so many people that were going to Enterprise and all of the other holiday let people because we were just like, I'm not going back to that awful place we went to yesterday. And we got in here, they were really nice, super nice, and we were like, what flight are you on? We were like, the Gatwick flight, and they're like, oh no, like, you know, devastation rains and the hurricane came, and, you know, I'm saying that's like Hamilton because we're lost in the forgotten part of the Caribbean right now. But yeah, so we're here. Apparently our flight back tomorrow is 7:30, so I'm hoping that that means it's a new plane. Because this plane, I've seen them, I'm going to insert a picture here, literally take the engine out, and I'm like, please put that back in, sir, if you don't mind. But to some degree, like I spoke to so many of the passengers, and it's like at this point, we're not getting home if they don't just give us another flight. And because Punta Cana, Dominican, is just not a standard route by any chances, we kind of are a bit stranded. And I mean, there's worse places to be stranded. And I'm like coming at this from such a positive point of view, but I guess it's really stressful for other people and it's really stressful for us, but we were just saying like how fortunate we feel to just be able to, I don't know, sort of think about these alternatives and also have the means to obviously book alternatives because so many people, and we've been in this situation many a time, I've been in this situation many a time, I've been on like family vacations and such where you're stuck and you just have to go through it, and it's, the hard part about all of this has been the lack of communication. Like they can't stop, like this is all safety precautions, but for the most part we've been told nothing. We've just been left in the dark all day. Even last night we had to get like ferried away on a bus before Anyone kind of give us an idea? And like we've had no communication from BA other than like log into the app. So British Airways, guys, we're going to be having words. So tomorrow's round 3. I'll keep you posted, but for tonight, peace out. So hopefully this is the last time I see the bag drop at Punta Cana. This is round 3, heading now through to security. The flight is already an hour and 10 minutes delayed. So I'm so tired. I feel like the legitimate Walking Dead, but the hotel we stayed at, which was the Ultimate Hat, was really nice and the food was really good. So I have laced myself up with all the carbs in the world, big pasta, big bowl of fries, as if I haven't eaten enough fries already. Time to hopefully get back to Gatwick. New plane. Hopefully. As long as this one's not going with another boatload of passengers, or should I say a plane load of passengers. Way home, it's a long way home, it's a long way home. That's not our plane because it's leaving, which means we're going back home on dodgy plane. Fabulous. 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 Super fabulous. I think this is the nicest lounge I have ever seen. Finally going home. I'm going home. There's a man causing trouble. There's drama. Of course, there's one person who has to go and spoil it for everybody else. Disgusting. Okay, Carl. No.
It doesn't matter if he apologises, they said he can't do it.
Have they actually said that? Oh, he's trying. I'm sorry. We're sorry. Sorry. I saluted the power. Going to a space
Greeting from passengers has been approximately 25 years ago when I had an engine failure that led to a fire, and a few people were really quite pleased with me then. So there we go. So thanks very much indeed for making my day. First of all, my apologies on behalf of British Airways for the disruption that you faced. I know that some of the communication hasn't been its best, so on behalf of British Airways I do apologise for that. The basic crux of the matter is that we had an undiagnosed odour that led to a mild fumes event, and to cut a very long story short, heading out across the central part of the Atlantic is not a good place to be diagnosing possible sources of unknown odours that can deteriorate very rapidly into a situation which I don't even wish to start talking about. So anyway, but that's obviously why we turned around a couple of days ago. We've got an excellent team of engineers at Punta Cana. They were working flat out. The initial diagnosis took them down one line, and yesterday, because of the vagaries of limitations of running engines on the airfield, well, I won't bore you with the full restrictions on that, but basically the engines couldn't be run until Senior First Officer Alan McNeil and myself were on board the aircraft. And it's a little bit like the tachograph on the lorry. Once you've rocked up for duty, the watch is ticking, so to speak. So we were there doing the engine runs yesterday on the jet that's parked up behind us, and those engine runs didn't go well, didn't solve the instant situation that we thought that we had, and therefore we were looking into a specialist engineering team being flown out to solve the issue with that airplane that's parked up behind us, and we've obviously got a fresh aeroplane for you this evening. So I'd like to draw a line under all of that when I say this is a brand new mission and we're starting from a...
It's 10 past 11 a.m. on Tuesday and we've just made it back. Babe, that's my cat. Can't get warm. British.